Hey, Teach. Glad you can make it. We've been waiting on you.
It seems the knights have our foes cornered. They are in Xanadu, the Red Canyon.
It's bandit time? That sounds like real night work. Let's get to it.
I'm itching to put my skills to the test as well. We have to win so Captain Gerald can see how much I've learned.
I thought Gerald wasn't coming with us. Either way, I'll give it everything I've got.
Even if I go, it's not like I'd be of any use.
That's enough of that. If we don't work together and give it our all, we are doomed to fail. You can be pretty intense sometimes, Lysithia. But I agree. Let's do our best.
I wonder how we'll do.
If we fight half as well as we chatter, we'll be fine. Come on, Teach. Lead the way.
Well, here we are. It's time for another episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses. We're at the end of a month. It's time for the battle. And let's get going. And by let's get going, I mean let's go and buy stuff, because KZ almost went in there with people with broken weapons again. We gotta keep meeting like this. Number one, we need to get you a bow. It's gonna be a steel bow. Next up, Lorenz, you're gonna need yourself a nice steel lance and a killer lance. Iron gauntlets. You could use some steel gauntlets, young man. We haven't had a fist user in any of our other runs. I mean, we've had people that could do it. I've just chosen not to. Raphael's gonna punch things. He's bursting out of his fucking shirt. He's getting it done. You will need a better bow. You don't need anything. You're a caster. Same for you. Young lady, I need you to work hard. I know you don't want to, but rest assured you're going to. Hammer's on the menu. And lastly, oh yeah, you have really good proficiency, so I can give you the good shit. We are not buying the Brave Lance yet. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on that. Or we'll wait until a little bit later. But a silver and killer lance, by all means. All right, we've blown all our money on that. Yeah, we blown all our money on. Wait. What about me? What about me? You ever think about that, KZ? You ever think about yourself for once? And, yeah, a silver sword and a 11 sword. Alright, everyone is beyond fucking ready to go. That being said, if we look into our inventory here, I don't have my stuff because I was full. So, items. I will never understand this inventory. I always do it wrong at least once. Trade a vulnerary for that. Store it. No, fuck it. Store it. Do we have any better shields yet? No, that'll be a bit. Anyway, we're ready to go. We also have supports up. We'll be doing that later, which is not now. But what we'll be doing is Red Canyon Dominance. Let's get to it. It's right here. Boom. Had to find where my saves are.
So, we are taking children into battle, are we? I'm not certain I will be able to sleep soundly after beholding something like that. I shall allow you to turn back the hands of time. But no, this power is not infinite.
Alright. So we got our Divine Pulse unlocked, which is good. I was wondering why I didn't have it when I was doing a practice battle, but hey, I gotta show you the stuff slowly. Hold on. Units. And how do I... let's see. Yeah, it's in map. We should probably get some people on the front lines. Ah, yes, I cannot move the ones that don't have the white squares. We need people directly up near the front. This seems to be relatively okay. No, it'll do that. But I want her to get experience, though. There. I shouldn't have messed it with it anyway. Not. We'll say that that was all according to plan.
So this is the Red Canyon. Doesn't look red to me. Anyway, let's get things started, Teach. Looks like the thieves have been driven back. That's what we last heard, so no surprise there.
The Knights chased us all the way here?
Chief, let's get out of here. There's no way we can win against them.
Shut your dumb mouth! Where would we go at this point? You can't be a thief if you fear death!
I hear there's a back road to the west. How about we split up and attack from there and from the front? We may be able to corner the enemy by approaching from both sides. In any case, we need to cross the bridge first. I'll leave the details to you, Teach.
Alright. Now, we've done this map twice already, so we generally know what to do. We have one team go through the left once we cross that bridge, then we have another one go up north, and then half the team ends up not doing anything because one gets ahead. That's always been what happens, and I imagine this will not be any fucking different.
Ready and willing.
Man, hearing the male voice is a little weird. Granted, we don't have the old voice, because they were they got Thanos snapped.
Let's get to it. Who, me? Leave it to me.
Ready anytime.
Too easy.
Let's see. How about big old punch? Whew.
Won that. This is my first real fight. I guess I'm pretty strong.
That's what you say for the first time you murdered someone.
Pull out all the stops.
Oh my god. Seize them. Alright, Hilda, you know what to do.
You lost to me? I was planning to just sit back and watch, but hey, I got one.
I do like that it's just, the game has a range of some people going, why did I, oh no. And then the rest of them are like, fuck yeah, man. This is the best. Bit of a clashing tone, but I'll tolerate it. This is quite the choke. As expected, no one got anywhere close to us. Can we hit from this space? We can. We can finish you off with the Levin sword. Which we should probably conserve, because I have plenty of spells on Byleth that I could use. And this is the more reserved, boring fight boring part of the fight. But we're doing it. things are going well so far. I mean, this thought crossed my mind, right? Of just, what if this game went more hyper comedic with people killing each other? And it just go, you just have a neck going, oh yeah, this is great, guys! And she's covered in just tons of blood.
I'll celebrate later.
And it's like, that's the real way to get excited. See, she's like, yeah, look at all this blood! It's like... Even fucking Leone Cannoli over here is having a fucking great time with this.
We stole this treasure. It's all ours. There's no way we're gonna give it up to some knights.
I'm gonna kill him. Alright, it's time for you to give it up to some knights. You can go up to him and spellcast. What's Luna upside down triangle, upside down V? It's a moon! Oh, fuck!
You underestimated me.
Bitch, that was scary. It was scary. Good job on getting that. Okay. Fucking, what's your name? Ignatz? The character I've cared about the least of any character. What? He's gonna have to have his turnaround through the power of supports, but he's gonna go on to the left side. We'll have most of the rest of them head this way as we establish our two teams. Trade with you. Alright, Byleth can work on unlocking the chest, because we could always use another bullion or whatever's in there. You focus on putting down that enemy. And back to this stuff over here. I want you to get some movement, so just wrap around them and get a couple punches in. Only one punch, because God is fucking dead. Leonie's probably going to be one of our more powerful units just because she can carry weapons that I'd be using much later into the game. And that's good.
Better be careful.
Restore some of your health with this.
I guess it worked out.
Hey, look at that, level 5.
Please forgive me, goddess.
See, at least she is a bit remorseful over the thing that had to happen. Next turn. Alright, it's time to see what was in here, because I always forget. Large bullion, that is incredibly useful. I think that's like 3,000? I think? Whatever, it's money, and I need money.
It worked out.
I spent all my money on weapons.
Choice.
See, more remorseful people is real neat. It's real neat when they're not like, I bathe in the blood of my enemies and go, ooh.
I can't stand these brats.
Good to go.
We got... I can move you in as far as possible. I think it's a good idea. Raphael's getting saucy. We have no real way to get the kill. Unfortunate, but it happens. I mean, there is a way to get something done here. Switch to Steel Lance, have you take this one out.
It is a noble's.
And we have Leona get a good hit in.
That takes care of that.
And then you can use Physic on Raphael.
Sorry.
Counter him. You guys suck.
Strength in action. Huh.
Well, now that we cleared out a lot of those guys, let's start moving toward west. See what we can do over here. Starting with you. That's gonna be a big one. And we'll slowly start getting over here as we enter what is basically the back third of the fight.
We were taken by...
I guess that was his first kill quote.
No time. It's
Alright, that's
It's
likely.
fate.
Actually, you know, maybe the whole thing of like, oh man, they're so excited over their kills is from the fact that they actually have killed before. And it's just this is the first one here. Which I guess isn't 100% surprising, you know, they're old enough to where, you know, you never know where they come from, their upbringing. Maybe they murder children on the daily. Who am I to assume? And it looks like this squad's gonna be the winner in terms of a race.
Now you know.
That's more than enough units moving in on him.
Spoiled little noble. Just die like a good little rich kid.
Being noble has nothing to do with who you are as a person or how hard your life is. Your logic is illogical.
Yeah!
Appreciate his crest popping so often. Alright, keep laying on the pain.
Sending these brats instead of the knights means they've underestimated me. Big mistake.
Are you sure?
I should have never listened to that idiot. What a mistake.
Those thieves ran out of luck when they entered this canyon. Your leadership was amazing, Teach. Let's leave the rest of this work to the knights.
Good job, everybody.
Hey, Teach. On the way back, you seemed transfixed by the canyon. Did something happen there?
Actually.
It seemed familiar to you? Huh. Can't say the same. Maybe it's a memory from when you were a child, or from a past life. Anyway, if you can't remember, I guess there isn't really much more to be said. Although, I'll admit, there is something about that canyon that has me captivated as well. How did Xanadu come to be called the Red Canyon? Nothing there was actually red.
Well, hey, look! The game's desperately wanting me to play it online. I refuse. I refuse to connect with you, Nintendo. You can't fucking stop me. I just don't feel like it. I don't like because it makes me indecisive about how I spend my time. Anyway, let's see. We have explorations to do. Ask for help from a student outside your house, and that person will join you for battles and missions until the end of the month. You'd think they would make it so that New Game Plus would, like, not give me the same tutorials. Like, they just make it so it's like, you know how to play. How about we make the opening parts not do any of that stuff? But no. No.
Right.
Except the request from Jaritza. Now, I saw some people respond in the comments to the previous episode saying it's not really a big deal that they've added Jaritza because he doesn't have as much stuff as like a full-fledged party member would and stuff. And in general, I totally understand that take. I'm not one who tends to try and err on the side of being unreasonable when something is added to a core game later after the fact through an update, be it paid DLC or free updates. I'm usually that guy that's like, cut him some slack. I feel like it only became more of a problem for me because this seemed like a character that should have been in the main game anyway and feels like a afterthought. And that's kind of what really pushed it for me.
I desired truth. I have a favor.
Anyway,
I have a favor.
we have to, one, listen to that voice. That voice is wonderful. I would have loved the Black Eagles run where there's just a shit ton of him being included in the story. You know? But it just feels that feeling of that should have been a route where he had more of a presence and he's just not. Feels strange to me. And then if they're added as an afterthought, I'm like, oh, I would have at least liked to engage with them in some fashion. And you can. And then to make matters worse, they add him unceremoniously, apparently, in the fact that there's not many supports for him. And I'm like, oh, that's a way to make that even more lame. You know? That's my feeling. I thought I'd address it at least a little bit for you guys. Just a response type of thing. This is the only time I can kind of do that because I'm going to start recording ahead as much as possible. But I thought I'd do that since the previous video went out. There's getting access to some of the new areas. So, what are we planning on doing with all these lads and lasses? I think I'm gonna hit the end of the month, and then when I hit the end of the month, I will do big supporty boards. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like get as many of them at once and then just like slam through them like a bull. Because if we look at the calendar, I'm gonna be doing 3 phases of teaching, right? And this is gonna be, I'll be building up stats here, then teaching here with full motivation, then doing, then I need to raise this as well. Yeah, that can also be an issue. It's always an issue of how to spend my my time and maximize it. I think I'm just going to do 3 explorations to keep their motivation up as high as possible to ensure that they get maximum teaching on all 3 weeks. And then I'm going to do 3 free battles. And then I'll do supports on the 30th and then seize Castle Gaspard, which I believe that's Lord Lenato's chapter. And then do that. So it looks like the next little thing, looks like the next video is likely going to be... I imagine supports only, because we have supports with a lot of people. A lot of people so far. I say a lot, there's only like 3 here, but you know, the beginning part is always the biggest for our Golden Deer bonding. That's probably what we're going to do next time. So in the next video, we will be doing Golden Deer supports, and maybe we'll do the battle. It depends how long it takes. Either way, that's gonna probably do it for this episode. We're doing a few short ones so I can get ahead, but I'm sure we'll start doing longer ones eventually. Next time at Fire Emblem 3 Houses, we prepare to do battles and stuff. I got a lot of work to do on the back end. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.